Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Can you guys hear me? All right, awesome. First of all, hope everyone had an unbelievable time with their family. We actually still have family in town. I'm actually heading to a brunch when I'm done here today. So I still have family that are outside here waiting for us. But just excited to be on with you guys. I just wanted to spend a few minutes with the players. And hopefully we got all of our RVPs on and all the players are on. And then the players that you guys have, I know some of you guys are doing meetings on Friday evening. Some of you guys are doing meetings on Saturday mornings. I appreciate your time and hopping in with us. I know we got a bunch of teammates that are watching this from via the office, which is exciting. But I just wanted to hop on just for a short little minute. We have not done this in a little bit. During COVID, we did a lot of these where we spent time. 2025, I want to be able to do this a few times during the year where we could hop on and highlight some of the players. And I think what happens is as we're building our business, we focus on growing and building, and sometimes we don't utilize the resources that we have. And this team right now is the best of the best, not just in Primerica but to me in American business. So I just wanted to hop on and wish everybody a happy new year and kind of share with you. Hopefully you all put your goals together. I received a few of them from some of you guys, but you got to have your goals. If it's not written down, if it's not put together, then it's kind of just a wish, and maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But it's not just about having your goals. You need to have your goals for your personal, your financial, your health goals, your business goals. But having your goals is awesome, but you've got to have a game plan that ties into your goals. Because if you just have a bunch of goals or just a bunch of things that you'd love to hit, that'd be great. But you've got to have a game plan that you're going to go attack those goals. And just as important as a game plan, you got to have a schedule of what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, what you're willing to give up, what you're not willing to give up. And I always reflect on this time of year. I remember, when I looked at the senior leadership meeting, and Glenn Williams kicks off the senior leadership meeting, and he talks about the fact of, you listen, this year we want to do more of this, right? Like I've had a lot of people that say, man, I'm going to do more of this year. I'm going to make more money this year. I'm going to have more recruiting. I'm going to open up new offices. I'm going to grow my cash flow. I'm going to grow my licensing. But you all have a finite amount of time. We have a finite amount of time in our life, guys. And what happens is you and I have a finite amount of time, and we got to put ourselves in a position where we realize in that finite amount of time, what are we willing to give up in order to go get those goals? And you got to be willing to give something up or release the brakes on something if you want to go grow something else, right? And so the longer we're here, the less time we put into our Primerica business and the more time we put into other things. So I'm going to share something with you, and this is kind of going to be my talk at the senior leadership meeting, but this is kind of the message, if you could see this. This is kind of the example of, this is our business. Can you see that on the screen right now? All right, so when you look at that, that's our business, okay? There is time that expired. 2024 feels like it went like that. Well, this is 2025, right? 3 days of expire on our fourth day of 2025. 3 days from now, we got a week done. That's one out of 52 weeks in a year. And so you and I, we've got a shelf life in our business. We've got a shelf life with respect to, that doesn't mean that people quit Primerica, but what they do is they quit prospecting. They quit getting wide. They quit focusing on selling a dream. They quit showing up. They quit plugging in. They quit expansion. And so my challenge to each and every one of you is, we've got a shelf life. And at some point, you're going to want to or have to stop working, right? Just like when we talk about, and that's going to kind of be my talk at the senior leadership meeting, just like, why does universal life suck, in my opinion? Because it's an increasing term policy built right in, and those things self-destruct. So at a certain point, at age 70, 75, and 80, at some point, you either can't afford it or you can't qualify for a new policy, right? So the thing that we've got to do is we've got to understand each and every one of us as leaders has a shelf life. So my question to each and every one of you is, how much do you got left in you? What are you looking to do this year? Are you looking to explode? Are you looking to grow? Are you looking to take your business to the next level? And so we've got to be willing to give something up if we want to go get something in return. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to just recognize the players that I'm going to see next week at the senior leadership meeting. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of players that make over $100,000 in the hierarchy, right? But on the empire builder side of our hierarchy, right, the $250,000 earners and above, I think we're going to have like 125 people there that make between 250 and above. But the players that are on this call this today, these are the players we'll see at the senior leadership meeting. It's going to be cold, so hopefully you'll be wearing your Empire Builder jackets. I got mine already packed. But we got the Salernos, the Squires, the Tavareses, Triolos, Grayson Jack, the Boones. Ryan Elliott just went over 300. Congrats on that. Barone, the Barones, the Baptiste, Poncianos. These are the players that will be with us at the senior leadership meeting. The Grajaleses, Bajakins, the Masowitz, the Montes, the Agalises, the Richards, Orville and Priya, the Salazars, the Cardinos, David and Joyce Kim, the Lipsons, the Piconis, the Costellos, the A. Chungs, Lees, the Gonzaleses, the Narains. It's going to be an unbelievable senior leadership kickoff meeting. But what happens is every year that we show up to that senior leadership meeting, we get older, right? I'm going to be 60 years old in about 4 or 5 weeks. And what's crazy is I still think I'm 22. My wife says I still act like I'm freaking 18 is the problem. But the fact is, as we get older, we've got less. I always say it when I do my op meeting, we got more got up and went versus get up and go. And we've got a shelf life in our Primerica career that you and I, just like a universal life policy, at some point you're either going to want to or have to stop putting time and energy into your business. And so what I look at, man, some of you had an okay month in the month of December. Some of you guys had a phenomenal month in the month of December. So I want to just thank those of you that stayed on it as great examples and stewards of this business to go out there and realize, man, that just because it's a holiday, people don't shut down, right? I went out to dinner last night and there was this, I belong to this bourbon and restaurant club and this private club in Naples, and you can't get reservations. Everything's booked for 3-4 months. You can't get reservations. But I called up last minute. My wife says, can you make reservations? I go, absolutely, we're members. I call up, I said, hey, they go, we're booked for 3 months. I go, I understand that, but I got a locker in there and I'm a private member. They go, no worries, Mr. Otto will get you in 7:45. No problem, we'll get you in. Went in, it was like standing room only. My brother goes, what's going on here? I go, it's the holidays. Why do some businesses shut down on the holidays and some businesses flourish, right? Some of you guys had an incredible month. So these are the players that did over 20 by 20 in their base shops last month. The lessons, committee lessons, new RVPs, 21 by 21. Grayson Jack, 23 by 21. Doris and Danny Chow, 18 by 21. Cordell Bryan, 29 by 25. Mike and Shannon Robinson, new RVPs, 14 by 28,000. Way to come out of the gate with a bang. Good stuff on that. David and Joyce, 39 by 28. H-Chung, 35 by 32. Joey Tavares, 53 by 35,000. John and Cindy Piccone, 20 by 39,000. Glenn and Seal, 60 by 43,000. Fritz and Tiki Squire, 87 by 51,000, almost triple digit, which is awesome. Sheldon and Jeanette Baptiste, 86 by 55. Grajales, 99 by 61,000. Orville and Priya, 39 by 79,000. Very respectable. And number one in the hierarchy with 19 by 127,000, Tony and Shelly Narain. Holidays do not affect that team, which is incredible. And so I just wanted to just take a few minutes out with you and kind of share some thoughts with you. And then I wanted to just go to a few of the offices and highlight a couple of the players. And they're going to take a minute or two and just kind of talk about what they used to do for a living and what their game plan and what they're doing this year out of the gate, what they've already started, because 2025 started 30, 60 days ago, guys. So my question to all of you is this. I want to provoke some thoughts this morning. My question to all of you in the Empire Builders is, what did you threaten to do last year that you didn't get accomplished? What did you threaten to do in 2024 that you haven't accomplished yet? You understand? Hopefully you set your New Year's resolution goals, which, by the way, most of that's bullshit when people do that. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop wearing. I have guys I play golf with. They're like, I'm doing dry January. These guys drink all day, every day. I'm doing dry January. And one of the guys sends me a message. He goes, I lasted 4 hours. I had a Bloody Mary at 11 o'clock. I go, that's pretty awesome, buddy. You're a big goal setter and a big goal hitter, right? And so the fact is, what did you accomplish, or what didn't you accomplish in 2024 that you're going to get done this year? You understand? 5 to 8% of people hit their New Year's resolutions. 5 to 8. That means 92 to 95% of people do not hit their New Year's resolutions. Why? Not because they can't, because they won't. So the goal this year is we got to follow through on our commitments, man. Is what we did last year fun or is it important? I like doing fun things. But more important than fun things are important things, right? And I always say we got to work in our business. I see so many people in Primerica working on their business, trying to grow their business. If anytime we wanted to grow our business, I had to make a decision, myself, that I had to work in my business and not wait and expect other people to do that. I heard years ago when I started this business in 1987, the ultimate goal is to have 7 to 10 first-generation RVPs. That's what Art Williams said, who founded this company. 7 to 10 first-generation RVPs making $100,000 a year. Now 39 years ago, right? We're starting our 38th year in this business, right? When you think about it for a second, our business, $100,000 back then is like $400,000 today. But 7 to 10 first generation RVPs making $100,000 a year. That's got to be your goal. So we can't stop. We can't let up. We can't ease off until we hit that goal. And what happens is you and I have a finite amount of time. We got to stop wasting our time with the players that have been here 2 or 3 years that aren't moving in their business. Now, I'm not saying stop wasting time. A lot of the players here, some of our best friends are like family members to us. Okay, I've been in the business a hell of a lot more than 2 years, and I'm not stop wasting my time with them. What I'm saying is I'm going to stop wasting my time with players that aren't in the focus of growing. You got to put yourself in a position that you've got to grow. Our business is growing. I got a text message at 7 o'clock this morning from Omar Besa. He goes, man, Keith, I just want to tell you, one of my best friends, and I don't know how we became best friends, but I guess I'm his best friend. But he left me this message this morning, and he said, man, I just want to let you know I had one person went over 1.9 million. We went over 1.8 million. Another person go over 800,000. It's just crazy to see what's happening. He goes, can you believe, Keith, that a stuttering person like me, I never thought, he goes, I pinch myself every day. I can't even believe, I feel like this is a dream, what's happened in our business. That's how he woke up this morning. Some people woke up this morning like, oh, man, I got to keep on keeping on. Do I have what it takes to go grow my business? Same exact opportunity, right? And all I'm saying is you want to spend and invest time with the players that want to spend and invest time in their business. And we got to stop wasting our time. You can't waste time, but you can waste time with people that are wasting our time. So who are you influencing now? Who did you influence in 2024? Are the people that you're influencing in the past like I influenced them, or I'm still influencing them? See, how many people did you bring with you so far in this journey, right? So look at it in 2024. The numbers will be fun. The numbers are pretty much final, okay? The income's not final. I got a couple more cycles and all that crap. But the fact of the matter is the numbers are final, and you got to pull it up and you look at how many players did you have this year that added diamonds? How many promotions did you have? How many new players did you and I add direct to us in our business, in our agency, because we're building distribution, right? Who did you bring with you? Who are you going to build a relationship this year with that's going to help you go to the next level, help you reach your goals by helping them reach their goals? We got to influence people, right? We got to build relationships with people. There's different stages of this business, right? Some of us last year in a knocked back stage where you get knocked back, right? You had a challenge in your business, man, you got knocked back. That's okay. I remember Joe used to say, when you get a charge back, that means you got to charge back. When you get knocked back, that means you got to knock back, right? So if you got knocked back, that means you got to step up and you got to fight a little bit harder in your business. And you're learning. It's a process, right? We got some new players on here right now. Some of us are in the resilient phase. We're resilient to the business, which means that it doesn't get any worse, man. It doesn't get any better. We're kind of just surviving a little bit. Things are good. We're doing better than we used to. It's okay. 24 kind of look like 23. 23 kind of look like 22. Not where I want to be, coach, but better than where I used to be. And that's okay. That's the survival mode. You're surviving. Things are okay. You're still here. There's so many people that tap out, right? And then some of us in that falling forward stage. We're stepping up our game and we're falling forward, trying to figure this thing out. All of a sudden we turn around like, hey, man, it's not bad. a little better than I thought it was going to be, right? And all of a sudden you turn around and you're going to have a business that's doing 100 by 100 and 200 by 200 and 500 by 500. And you're going to start developing some players. See, you're creating your culture in your business, and your culture determines your outcome, right? But it's got to be simple. You've got to have simplicity if you want to grow with strength, right? And so what happens is we got to get people focusing on time. See, people will copy your teammates will become a reflection of who you are, and more importantly, what you do on a daily basis. It's not a time issue, it's a priority issue. And we're going to have some pressure this year, just like last year. Let me tell you what pressure you don't want, though: financial pressure. We write our own checks. You understand? Every night we write our own checks. 5 days a week, this company pays us. Some days, some weeks, 6 days a week, this company pays us. Anytime you can pay yourself. So while you're building your business, right? While you're building your outcome, you're going to be building your income. And so it's exciting to see what's going on in our business right now. I want to share one thing with you. And when you look at it, right? When you look at our business, I want to just share this with you. And actually, I'm not going to share. I'm going to go to a couple of players first. But I look at what's going on in our business right now, and it's crazy to see what's happening in Primerica. Now, you could look at that. You could let that frustrate you a little bit. You can let it frustrate you, and you can say, man, I know business is a little tough. And then you can look at it and say, man, we came off an incredible leadership school in November. We have Willie Naranjo, who did a phenomenal job, right? And then we came off an incredible convention just 6 months ago in July, right? 2025 is going to be the best year this team has ever had. But my challenge is we got to make sure it's going to be your best year you've ever had. And some of us, it might not be your best year. Some of us might just be putting the framework in place to position yourself, guys, to have your best year. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to hit a couple of the offices. I just wanted to take 1 or 2 minutes out. I wanted to highlight the top players, the $250,000 earners that we're going to see at the senior leadership meeting. And we got offices happen. We got things happening all over the country right now. So if you're sitting in your office right now and maybe the attendance is not where it needs to be, or some of you might be sitting home driving your desk around your office in your house or whatever. So understand, man, there is things happening in Primerica right now. There is things happening in this business right now. There is people that are absolutely exploding and going to have the greatest year of their career. And so what we got to do is we got to duplicate what they've got going on. Is Fritz and Tiki on with us from Brooklyn, New York? You guys on with us? If you can unmute yourself.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guy? What's up, Mr. Squire? Tell us about it. Happy New Year, brother. Tell us what's going on, bro.
Yeah, man. We're excited. We're fired up. I think we got close to 40 people in the room. Very excited, man. Last month, our team stepped up like never before. Kimberly, double-digit recruit. She did over 12. Patrice, I think, did close to 15. And Dawn over 16 recruits. And we got Doug and his team did 24 recruits, over 10,000. And you got Matthew looking good to go to RVP, but his team did 56 recruit and 27,000. You should definitely be getting promoted by the end of January. That's the goal. So he's fighting like crazy, and he's doing what he has to do. Jackson over 10,000 on his team. And then we got some new players that's coming through the process, like Keisha and Michael and Karen. These guys are focused than ever, like never before. And we also got Ramir on the team. He did close to 10,000 premium last month. Did an amazing job. So many players, so many things happen. Over 4 team licensing, and Tiki doing an amazing job with that. So, Keith, we're fired up, man. I think this is going to be one of the biggest year. We deem this year as good as the RVP promotion year. We'll definitely at least go to NSD this year. We're going to be promoting a bunch of RVPs. Our goal is to get our income up to 600,000. More important, some people on our team to get them to 100,000, 200,000 this year. So we have big goals. We're excited. We're fired up like never before. Thank you for your coaching. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for all you do, Keith. We appreciate you, Coach.
Well, I appreciate you, my man. It's awesome to see what you got going on. How many RVPs are popping out of that base shop in 2025?
Looking for 6.
Love it. Look forward to it, brother. Have an incredible day, and I look forward to seeing you at the senior leadership meeting, bro. Stay well. I want to head over to Westchester. I think it's New Rochelle's where their office is. Is Mervyn and not only you guys are turned on.
Good morning. Hi, how's everybody? Definitely excited to be here. Thank you for this opportunity. So our story is we came into this from corporate America, was a buyer, and we're excited. The first training of the year, and we have a full house, hungry people, and also our out of state guys are on Zoom. And I'm gonna pass it over to Mervyn.
Yeah, Keith, we're fired up. We have close to 40 people right now in the building. 2025 is just going to be great. We're looking to, we're definitely looking to thrive. Our goal this year, prior to the business, we worked in corporate America. Julie and I combined income was 93,000. Now we're at 300,000. This year we will double that to 600,000. Okay. We'll have a lot of people, watches and rings, but the main focus that we're getting back to, and we spoke to you about it, we're looking to get 12 new licensed directs, put us about one a month. We're looking to double our team size to 300, have 50 securities license, 25 new this year, promote out a ton of districts, and we're looking to get a couple RVP promotions this year, right? So this is the year right now that's it's either we're going to progress, we're going to stay stagnant or go back, but we're focused on progressing in all areas of our life, and thank you.
I love it, man. It's awesome. It's awesome to see what you guys have going on. I know you got expansion happening in Connecticut, new offices in the horizon there, so I look forward to it. Happy New Year, my man. Stay well.
Same to you. Thank you.
Got it. Let me head down to Florida. I don't know if these guys are in Jersey or the Daytona area or Ormond Beach. Is Guada and Raul Ponciano on with us?
Yes, Keith, good morning and Happy New Year. Yeah, we are
Happy-
here in Florida, but we joined the team in East Rutherford. So the East Rutherford office is also on, and all our teammates outside of New Jersey and Florida. So it's a hybrid meeting every Saturday. We started with a team goal, Keith, and we told the team that to have an income goal, and then we will sit down with them on what to do to be able to do that, because we know recruiting is the key. But before Primerica, I used to have 3 jobs and then 1 job for Raul. Now in our income in December is one year of income as a medical technologist. This is an awesome opportunity, Keith. And because of the leadership that we have from you, from Tony and Shelly and the team that we have in our RVP hierarchy, we are so blessed, and we are looking forward to see you this coming Tuesday. Back to you, Keith.
I look forward to seeing you guys in Dallas. Dress warm. It's going to be a little chilly out there, a little different than the Florida weather. So excited, man. Happy New Year. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Let me head out to Long Island. Is Anthony Barone on with us? Tony Barone.
Hey.
Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
Keith. Doing awesome, brother. Doing awesome. Hey, we came to this business back in 93. We were business owners already, and what attracted us was the opportunity to have a residual income. And we're looking to take this thing up to 5 diamonds this year, Keith. We have that broken down. We're looking for 200 by 200 in the base shop, which is something we have not done in a long time. An average at 17 to 20 recruits, so we could bang out at least 3 RVPs this year. We're trying to stay focused on obviously putting the districts in place first and getting them to earn between $2,000 and $3,000 a month, and that should lead to 30 new codes and, like I said, 3 RVPs, and put this thing at the next level. Because, like you said in the beginning, I'm starting to realize about that shelf life, and I ain't liking that.
I love it, buddy. But you also got some assets under management, girl. What are you at right now in your personal and base shop assets under management?
I believe I'm at 70 million right now. We had a record income month last month, and we're actually on the next cycle going to break that record this December as well. So we're trying to stay up to that 40,000 a month so we can put that diamond on.
All right, when you're done with this meeting, I want you to go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and think, who the hell would give Anthony Barone $70 million?
I say it every day.
It's awesome. Somebody just wrote us a check yesterday for 800,000. Hey, we want to invest 800,000. I'm saying if they would have saw me when I was a plumber, people wouldn't give me $8. It's unbelievable. All right, man. Happy New Year, buddy. Look forward to seeing
Happy
you
New
next.
Year.
Stay well.
See you
Let me
Tuesday.
head from Long Island over to Brooklyn, New York. Is Harvey Grajales on with us? Harvey G.
So really quick, super excited to be here on the team. Hey, guys, I came into America, I came into America about 17 years ago, 18 years ago, in Primerica now, 16 years or 17 years, give or take or whatnot. Illegal immigrant in this country, never had a GED or a high school diploma, don't have any college degrees, y'all. And I was starting in this business because I needed to make a little extra cash on the side for my EMS job, man. And because I stuck around, guys, we fast forward a little bit. Our base shop has somewhere close to 360 licenses in the base shop, right? We're 400, about 495 in the hierarchy, Keith. We're over $400,000 in income, on our way to promoting another 6 to 7 direct regional vice presidents. Probably promote our first second this year, cross over $1 million. We putting in the work on the front end. But if I can tell you guys anything, look, because of this business, right, we've been able to, one of the beauties is making money, but also helping others make money, Keith. And we just had this superstar really quick on our team, makes cross over 100,000. You mentioned her. So shout out to Cammie Leston really quick, right? Really excited about what she has going on there. But if I can close out with anything, Keith, I'll just say, man, guys, this business is a blessing. It's been a vehicle that allows us not only to change our financial life, but also to help others do the same thing. We're not just hustling for, today a little bit of money, but we're all in the opportunity to build legacies, and we look up to what you've been able to do that. This is the real deal. And like Keith Otto said, you could either have excuses or results, but you can't have both. Every time I felt like quitting, I just reminded myself that excuses don't pay the bills, excuses don't build dreams, excuses don't break generational curses. And I want everybody on this call to remember, whatever office you're listening from, I want you to remember why you got started. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your proving people wrong, maybe it's just you're hungry to win. Whatever it is, hold on to that, grind your heart out, right? But it's gonna pay off. And financial freedom is the ultimate goal. Time freedom is the ultimate goal. Freedom to live our life on our own terms. Thanks a lot, Keith. We appreciate it, brother.
Awesome, my man. I think you guys need to get a little bit more excited. I didn't know you were doing your training from a nightclub. I think that's so awesome, buddy. All right. Stay well, Harvey. Have a kick butt week, and I look forward to seeing you in Dallas, brother. Stay well.
Guys, thank you.
Let me head over to Oakland, New Jersey. Is Ted and Tracy Aguilise on with us?
Hey, Keith. What's up, man? You hear me?
I got you, bro. Talk to me, man.
I was afraid you were going to go up to me after Harvey's dance party. I don't know if I can match that, but we got a training room full of a bunch of people on Zoom. It's great to be here. Happy New Year. No, we're really excited about 2025 and really, really focused. I guess before I even get to that, when I got started in the business, I was 20 years old. I don't have a college degree. I was not my class valedictorian, but I definitely wasn't the worst student either. And I joined the business because I wanted to make some extra money to pay off some credit card debt. It was really that simple. I was pursuing a career in music. That was my goal, to write music. And so I love the idea that I could do something like this part-time and make some, what I considered at the time real money. And it was able to work around my other priorities at the time. And the other thing I really liked was that I was able to be around, not to be cheesy, but people like you and successful people. Because I'm not the sharpest knife, but I know if I stay around successful people, I'm going to learn some stuff. So I was a single guy living at home, married now, 2 children. My wife was a private flight attendant for a private jet service, when we met. So I was already in Primerica, about to become a vice president. And you know, now we cash flow over 400,000. My wife is able to be home full time with our children, which is awesome, and we get to be at home with our kids a lot. But 2024 was a wild year. 2025, we're really excited. We're spending a lot of time in the energy in the office. I'm invested in being here every day. So the goal is to grow the base shop 100 codes, license 12 direct personally. I would like to grow my personal premium. My goal is to write at least 100,000 in personal premium this year. Get my personal managed AUM up to 30 million, and promote 3 RVPs and cross our 6th diamond. That's our focus this year. We're hell bent on doing our best to hit that number. So we're excited. We're fired up, and that's it, man. We're gonna crush this year. I'm excited. So thank you, and back to you.
So 3 RVPs, 500, 600,000. Take it to the next level. Adding 2 diamonds this year.
Yeah.
Love it, buddy. Happy New Year. Congrats on the baby. And I will see you next week in Dallas, my friend. Stay well.
Forward to it.
Let me
Thanks,
head
bro.
from beautiful, sunny, warm New Jersey all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. Is Orville Richards on with us?
Hey, Coach, good morning.
Good morning, my man. What's happening, brother?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Just excited about what's going on right now. Yesterday, definitely had a great year last year in business and growth overall itself. And we're about inches away. We used to be high school. We joined the business right out of high school. Used to be in college. Started to become an OBGYN, original itself. Okay, we left med school, came in business full time. And we're about to crack over $500,000 this month in a couple more, probably next 2-3 weeks. And our goal this year is to go over about $1.5 million this year and promote at least 5 direct RVPs itself. And code wise, we're looking to, about at least, 400 codes by, by July this year itself, and double again one more time before the year is finished itself. So the growth in which we have right now is great. And I want to kind of leave a message in this capacity. All right. There's 3 things we're going to do in 2025. We're going to either evolve, get better. We're going to either revolve, repeat the year, or we're going to either dissolve, okay, go backward or quit. So we're going to make a decision as to which one we're going to do. Evolve, revolve, or actually dissolve. All right. Next time we do a full train that itself, but we're excited, Coach. Back to you.
Well, I appreciate it. So I just want to make sure I didn't hear something incorrectly, my friend.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, you heard it,
I
Carter.
know you're a big Jamaican thinker. Okay. You said you're going to go to 1.5 million, which means you're going to give yourself $1 million pay increase in 2025.
Correct. We would have at least 1 direct RVP make at least 750 this year, which is Taji and Chrisanne.
I love it. So now, first of all, not only is it possible, it's probable because people have done that in Primerica, but to even have the beans to get on a Zoom call and say, I'm going to give myself, not make $1 million, but give myself $1 million increase. How awesome is this opportunity? How awesome is this business where we can go out there and do that? Proud of you, my man. Solid, kick-ass 2024, and you're heading into 25 with momentum like you guys have never had before. So it's incredible to watch what's going to happen this year. I'll see you next week. Happy New Year. Stay well.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate
Let's
it.
go. Let me head from the East Coast, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Let me head up to the West Coast, Tampa, Florida. Carlos and Sarah Salazar, you guys on with us?
Hey, boss, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. Talk to me.
Hey, no, first of all, thank you for this event. Thank you for being at the office a couple of weeks ago. That was awesome. People were definitely excited about that. When we joined the business, we were college students going to school for finance. And, you did our meeting, had never seen the rule of 72. And to me, that's what attracted me, was working with someone like you. And you told me, hey, listen, Carlos, it's a 4-year game plan for you to go become a regional vice president and make a 6-figure income with us. And the truth is, every other company that I had interviewed with or was getting ready to interview with to go after graduation couldn't give me a game plan like that. And it's exactly what happened. We were 22. By 26, we're making 6 figures, becoming vice presidents. So we thank you for that leadership. And, the goal for 2025 is going to be real simple. I think coming out of that leadership school, our focus is really going to just be codes. We need to get the base shop back over 100 codes. We're at 64 right now. So we're looking to get 100 to 150 codes before the year is out. We'll be licensed reps. So we're excited about that. And then break 1,000 codes in the hierarchy. I think if we focus on the licensing, like we learned from Willie, everything else will take its course. We'll definitely jump 2 to 3 diamonds just by doing that. And we're excited about getting 50 plus in attendance in Tampa. We have some new people that we just recruited that we're excited about. So this year will be the year that Tampa gets 50 plus live in attendance. That's going to be the focus. And I think the rest will take care of itself from that. We're definitely excited. And like you said, man, where else can we get paid $500,000 being coming to this country, getting kicked out of the country, coming back to the country, making 500 grand. And it could be frustrating at times because you want to be at 1 million, but I still am grateful that 500,000 still comes in with a very solid business and amazing RVPs that we have in New York, New Jersey, Texas, Virginia, PA, and continue to grow that as well.
That's awesome, bud. 500,000 to 1 million this year, 2025, $500,000 bump. Look forward to it, brother.
You got it.
Happy
Appreciate
New
it.
Year. See you next week. Stay well. Let me head from Tampa all the way up to Long Island, New York. Mr. Joseph Cardino. Joe, you on with us, buddy?
What's up, champ? I'm right. Favorite time of the year. That's younger Joseph. That's JC3. What's up, buddy?
What's up, JC3?
All right. Listen, this is my you got me there?
I see you there.
All right, there we go. Okay, good. This is my favorite time of the year in Primerica. We have the senior leadership meeting, really a cool meeting to be able to attend. And it's awesome going there in our jackets representing Empire Builders. And, this isn't our first training of the year. We did one on January 1st. We did goals for everybody. We created vision boards. We really want to set off 2025 as a big year for us. We want to get a base shop back to 30 by 30, looking for 12 direct licenses. I'm shooting for 60 codes in the base shop. That'll give me 2 more RVP promotions. That'll get us to senior national sales director. Our income around 750,000 to 800,000 is the goal right there. And assets under management, I think we go to either 50 to 100% more. We're at 40 million personal, 100 million in the base, 300 million in the hierarchy. I mean, there's no reason that we can't at least add 50% to that. I mean, based on all that, $800,000 should not be a difficult thing to do. And for those of you, I used to be an attorney. People know I was an attorney. I was 33 years old, came to my first opportunity meeting, but I was also an entrepreneur at the time. We had started a hair care line. I had imported some boats from Australia. We had built some homes. I was always looking for something bigger and better. And Primerica came along, and boy, did it really deliver. Everything it promised me from day one, it fulfilled. I just think that once you get this thing cranking, the lifestyle you have here as a Primerica, senior vice president, national sales director, eventually not senior national sales director, it gives you the lifestyle. Everybody knows people who make a lot of money. Most of those people don't have enough time to enjoy it. Here you can have the free time. Most people have the time, don't have the money, right? So you can make the money and have the time to enjoy it if you build it right and you do it the right way. We have some great regional vice presidents, people hitting income milestones right now. Couldn't be happy. Glad to be part of this team, man. Look forward to seeing all my brothers and sisters down in Dallas in a few days.
Well, I look forward to that, Joe. I've known you a long time, but I consider you a great friend, and I never heard the hair care product. I might start using that pretty soon as my hair gets grayer.
Rejuvenol, it's still out there. I got you. Actually, I was on the board of directors, and I resigned from that to get my securities license. And the company exists now. It still does good. I resigned, sold my shares, because I was so focused on Primerica as my only thing. I wanted to eliminate everything. I got rid of the boat. I got rid of every other business I was involved in. Focused on Primerica. It was the best thing I did.
Well, it's exactly how I kicked off the meeting. You got to be willing to give something up to get something, buddy. And that's what it is. And I remember that process of watching you do that back then, which is why your business took off. And that's why you guys dominated the growth in the state of New York and helped us expand big time as a company. Good stuff, buddy. Happy New Year. I'll see you next week. Stay well.
Same to you, bro.
Let me head a little west of you over to Queens, over to David and Joyce Kim's office. You guys on with David Kim.
Right. We're excited. We're excited.
Was that K-pop? Was that K-pop I heard?
I wanted to actually, if you can unmute that. Yeah. We wanted to thank you, Keith, for your amazing leadership. And this call is just awesome because we got to highlight all the leaders from all different backgrounds and cultures. We've been preparing for the New Year's. It wasn't like ready, 3, 2, 1, and then Happy New Year's resolution. We've been talking about this since December. At the beginning of December, talking about vision board, talking about goal setting. So we've been prepping this up. So once January hit, we're ready to get off to the races. We looked at our numbers, and last year we did about 1.2 million in premium, about 1,500 recruits, about 5.4 million, and 171 licenses last year as a hierarchy. And we want to double up everything. I think the longer we're in this business, we start chasing after cash flow. And we want to get to the main thing, which is really the recruiting. We want to get to the fundamentals of recruiting, and then the licenses is going to happen. And once the licenses happen, the premium's going to happen. Everything great is going to happen. And we just want to refocus. It's not that we weren't recruiting. It's not that we weren't talking about recruiting, but we want to just keep the main thing the main thing. Oh, by the way, I come from an IT background. I would never have imagined myself, the computer guy, getting involved in a business like this. And I was just sharing with the team earlier before, I got into computers because I didn't have to deal with people. And God has a funny sense of humor. He says, nope, we're going to send you right back dealing with people. And, everything we learned was through the leadership from this hierarchy. So we want to give a special thank you to our RVPs, our senior vice president Carlos and Sarah, and to our RVP team. We got Randy over here, we got Grace and Jack over there, Sherry somewhere back there. But thank you, Keith. We're gonna have a phenomenal year. 3 RVPs out of the base, 6 RVPs out of the hierarchy. Like I said, we're gonna double our numbers. We're gonna have the best freaking year this year in 2025. And we're excited. We're going to take some people along with us on the ride.
Love it, my man. Well, you guys are almost at 600,000 right now, and I see you going 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 diamonds in 2025. It's going to be an incredible year. You had a phenomenal 24, leading the hierarchy with growth last year, which is actually the last 2 years, and expecting some big things. We'll see you next week out in Dallas. Stay well, buddy. Happy New Year. Let me head from Queens, New York, all the way to Palm Beach, Florida. Coming in from Mar-a-Lago, Roy Lipson, you on with us, buddy?
I am definitely on with us, Keith, and I want to thank you so much for you and Wilma and for putting this on and giving.
Hold on. Wilma had nothing to do with this shit. This is all me.
All right, forget about Wilma. Thanks for doing this. But I look at I was scrolling through the list of people on here, and I see a bunch of new people, and I'm just hoping that they listen to this meeting and start dreaming and start believing that they can be one of the speakers here, or even override a bunch of speakers here. I came into the business. Joe Cardino brought me to my first meeting, and I appreciate that. It changed my life. I was an attorney. I hated what I was doing for a living. I was making about $150,000 a year. But you closed our op meeting, and I'm just fired up, man. I think about this. Ray and Carol, Ann and I had dinner, a few days ago, and we were spending some time dreaming. So I'm going to give you what I see, but I got a feeling when Ray gets on, he'll just dwarf what I'm talking about. But I'm thinking about, I know we can double our size. I know we can double our codes. I know we can go, we can get at least $2 million income earners. We got 4 or 5 people in position right now to go over $1 million in 2025. I don't see any reason why we can't promote 40 more RVPs, 20 new rings. From our base shop, we got 2 to 3 RVPs. We got a couple people threatening, but the truth is there's probably going to be some people that we're going to recruit that have never even been to a Primerica meeting that can go to RVP this year. I love being a part of this team. By the way, those the Empire Builder jackets, they're really extra warm, and it's a little tough when you're down in Florida, to put it on. But it's getting a little chilly, and it's the perfect jacket. I can't wait to see all the Empire Builders in our jackets down there. We are going to dominate the entire event. Look forward to seeing you in Dallas. Thanks, Coach, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Look forward to it, my man. And I love the focus. I love the intensity, and it's exciting to see. Your hierarchy right now is absolutely on a tear. If you look at the top 10 base shops, 8 of them come from that hierarchy. It's just awesome to see, man. You guys weren't the fastest, horse out of the gate, but by focus on recruiting and building, you kept it simple. None of our business, all of us in the beginning, it wasn't sexy. And then all of a sudden it just starts to compound out, and it's an explosive. I did a whole talk on popcorn effect this morning with our base shop and our teammates, and that's exactly what's happening. All of a sudden, it's not just licenses, it's RVPs that are popping out. Exciting to see. Happy New Year, my friend. I'll see you next week. Stay well. Let me head up to, I don't know if he's in Florida, but I think he's in Westchester. Let me head up to their office up in Westchester. I think it's in Hartsdale. Is John and Cindy Picona?
We're on, and we actually got down to Florida yesterday.
Good.
Super excited. Last year was a great year. This year, man, we can't wait. For the next 3 to 6 months, really, to flourish. We got some new players, but coming from a first responder background, right? I used to be a New York City police officer. I'd have 35 years right now in that environment. I started 35 years ago, man, and time went like that. But coming into here and then now having a base shop, right? Very proud of our base shop. Unofficially, right? We're finishing off last month 22 by 40,000 by 4.6 million in new investments. Okay, and about 70 new investment accounts, Keith. Right? You talk about balance business, right? And we pride ourselves by we want to do everything, not just recruits, not just premium, not just investments and nothing else, right? We pride by trying to teach our teammates to do everything. And that's why, right, we'll have 4 people in the short term, right, that will get securities license over the next like 30 to 60 days, right? And then there'll be more following, right? But so proud of what we did around Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. 7 people outside of myself and my wife, 7 teammates, all put in business on those holiday days. 7. Okay, and ironically, those were the first responders that are on the team, whether they're in the medical field, a police officer, or someone who's a civilian member working for the police department. They all put in some type of recruit, investment, life insurance, right? Very proud of them. And Tariq and Chanel Bailey, right? Super excited about them, right? As they move on and make regional vice president, they're copying what we're doing, right? Especially Tariq personally, right? He's him and Chanel, right? They're going to be with us in Orlando. Very excited about them. They're copying what we're doing from the life end. When they get securities license, they're going to be copying securities, and they're also adding licenses to their team. They got a fully securities licensed person, Manny Davis, on their team, right? Very super excited about them, right? Pete Kandanoff, all right, part-time division leader, made $24,000 this month, part-time. Right? People don't know he's full-time police detective, part-time in Primerica, right? His team, 11.
He's not making 24,000 as a detective for the month. Even if he's on the take.
No, he's not, right? And he's definitely not on that big overtime list either, making 300,000-400,000 there, that's for sure, right? But his team was 11 by 7 last. Everybody talks about it being securities. His team was 11 by 7 last month, right? With over $2 million of securities and about 40 new investment accounts set up. You know what I'm saying? His team. Super excited about them, right? They're closing in on their second diamond as a division leader. Part-time. Okay?
I love it, buddy. Love it.
Part-time, right? My wife, my wonderful wife, man, the love of my life, is working with all the females, you know what I'm saying? Not only on his team, right? He's got a couple exciting new females, right? On the team. And one of them's not a first responder. One of them is, right? They're super excited. They got a lot going on. One of them's on the way to getting licensed, securities license. The other one's going to be following, right? My wife works with all the females, man. She does a tremendous job. Very happy about that, man. As you know, we're starting to get exciting ladies again in the base shop. This year, what can we say, man? We got to go to 100 codes, right? We got 60. We got to add 40 more. We're looking to pump out 3 regional vice presidents, right? We're looking to get to $1 million in income. I'm not going to talk about what we do personally and stuff like that. But if you look at the leaders in New York, well, we're in between millionaires. You know what I'm saying? I think we're number 2 or 3 in income, and then there's a millionaire or 2 like below us, but we're hanging around millionaires, and that's where we want to be, right? We want to be million. We want to show people how to be millionaires, man.
Well, John, I look at your business right now. What you and Cindy are doing, you're at close to 700,000 of income with 60 codes. You got duplication going on. This year, you'll head to $1 million minimum in 2025. You've had a great, great run. The last 2 years have been phenomenal. You got duplication going on right now. Thanks for being an awesome example. See you next week. All right, brother? Stay well. Happy New Year.
You got it, brother. Love
Let
it.
me head up. Thank you, brother. Let me head up. I don't know what part of the country he's there in New York. They're in Florida. They're in Arizona. Ray and Carol Costello, $1 million earners, absolutely killing it. There he is. Raymond Costello, what's up, my friend?
Man, we're doing awesome.
There's
Keith,
Carol.
man, excited about what's going on and what's going to happen. I was a New York City police officer and did real estate investing. Carol we owned, and she ran a salon. And man, just what's happening with the hierarchy just borders on ridiculous. What's going to happen in 2025, I don't know how to even start to talk about it. It's so big. I mean, when I think of, we just signed a lease in Fort Lauderdale to start a base shop new. So we're looking to get at least 50 directs, 20 new districts out of that, which would promote our 3 RVPs who haven't even been recruited yet. They haven't been. We don't even know who their names are, and they're going to be RVPs that are going to. We got promotions in motion already with security lights people that are building their businesses in the base shop with Larry Pena out there in Phoenix, and Kelly and Matthew, our son. He's definitely going to be an RVP this year in 2025. Renee, Robert Christian. The list could go on and on with that. But then the hierarchy and what's happening with the hierarchy. When I think about how many RVPs are going to get, there ain't no way to even talk about how many. I mean, if each RVP just promotes out one, that takes us over 100, right? And that ain't going to. There's going to be 3 or 4. I know Harvey's going to promote out 3 or 4 RVPs. Bernard's going to promote out RVPs. Donna, Myra, Jerry, Abel, Sheldon, $1 million income. $1 million income is going to pop out of the hierarchy in 2025. We have Sheldon, Orville, Harvey. John Pacone. There's so many. It's amazing. And then $100,000 income earners. In our hierarchy, it's going to be like if you're $100,000 income and you're on welfare, okay? You need food stamp. Go on the bread line. Go get some cheese because you ain't making enough money because you only had 100 grand. So when I think about what's actually happening and the people are in place, right now, they have offices, they have people that they identify. If I went around to all the RVPs, they'd each identify 4 or 5 people that could go to RVP in their business right now. John Vincenzi started with us a year ago in the office working with us. He's doing like a $700,000-$800,000 investments every month. He's going to be over $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. Jerry Hernandez will be blowing out. Myra, I don't know how to contain it. There's no way to stop this train from just exploding. The future's bright. And we're going to have a ton more guys at the senior leadership meeting than we ever had this year. And next year, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Now, I know Carol's on. She's in Phoenix. And we just got other people in Phoenix that are just blowing up right now. And in New York. And now we just, like I said, just signed a lease in Florida. And we're starting a new base shop in Florida, which is promising to be like Joe Enser did when he moved to New York. He started a whole new team and a whole new hierarchy, and that's what we're fixing to do in Florida. It's going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be great, and it's just going to be rewriting history for what we're doing already and what we've done. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the team in Dallas, and we'll be wearing our jackets.
Love it, my friend. Let me hear from your beautiful wife. By the way, her background and her picture looks better than yours. Just want to let you know that. Great message, my friend. I'll see you next week. Carol, you want to add something?
I just want to say we totally appreciate the leadership on this team. We couldn't do it without you guys. Over the years, Primerica is so much more than just the financial services and recruiting. It's the self-development and the opportunity for people to actually grow their income, their lifestyle, and change the trajectory of their life. It's just so powerful, and we're so appreciative, and we're excited. We're here to double the income for this year, and we're going to go build this thing like you can never even imagine. So we're excited. Thank you so much.
Love it. And congrats on a new office. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Stay well, man. Happy New Year. Let me head over to, I don't know if these guys are in Puerto Rico, New York City, or New Jersey. Is Glenn and Seal on with us?
KO.
Glenn Lee, what's up? What's up? We're gonna
What?
call you Papa Lee. Talk to me.
Thank you.
There's
Appreciate it.
Mama San.
Hey, my Seal lost her voice. Thank God. But no, okay, I'm good. Okay, but thank you for putting this together. Awesome meeting so far. It definitely raises the bar. And it's so important for that. But last night we had our meeting in New York City. So we're in New York, and then today we have a bunch of guys in that we invited to to our place to do this meeting. So we're definitely excited about that. Now, I wrote down 2 columns: things to be excited about in 2025, which means things that we did well in 2024, and then things that we got to fix. And things that we're excited about is attendance is growing, right? We got some new players that are not enough, but we got some new players that we're really excited about, and just setting that new precedence with them, and exposing them to this and the scoreboard and everything. Some of the things that we got to fix is obviously we got to grow us in order to grow bigger leaders on our team. We got to fix we got to grow the recruiting because that's always been a strong point of ours. But we got to get back to recruiting, and it starts with directs, right? And that's one of the things that we're doing. And also licensing, growing the license in the base. I heard Harvey talk about 360 licenses in the base. We kind of hovered around 300. That's for the entire year of 2024. But we got to double that this year. We got to double a lot of things. I just, as you were talking, I sent you over my goal sheets. I should have done that sooner, but I sent you over our goal sheets. Obviously this year we got to go over 500 by 500 as a hierarchy, but our strong point has always been the base. And so we gotta get the base back over 100 by 100%. But we got to focus 100% on the recruiting side, because the production's always going to come, and obviously that's gonna, with the recruiting through a system, the promotions are going to come, the licensing is gonna come. So we're 100% focused on that. And last year we expanded into Puerto Rico, and we've been back and forth. But this year we're going to spend a lot more time in New York City, obviously because of CO and the baby and everything. And then and we're gonna make sure that the base grows, and then we're gonna do what you said, go back and forth from Puerto Rico back and forth over here, but do it where we're not taking too much time away from our New York team. So I appreciate that. We're gonna explode in 2025. But I'm excited, man. I used to work in the college of Staten Island, making $10 an hour, doing lighting and sound. CO used to work in shoe sales. She was the female Al Bundy, but she worked in shoe sales and retail. So we both have a retail background, worked in theater as well. So we did a bunch of things. Thank God for Primerica. Thank God for joining your base shop at the time. Obviously sitting through the orientation. It was a 4-person meeting. I know Wilma was the first one to start it off. I think she was the second person. And whatever she said intimidated me, because she talked about the concepts, the Rule 72, the numbers, right? She talked about math. And I go, I need to learn this, but that intimidated me, right? But then when you came up and you started talking about, you didn't even go to college, and one day you can make $10,000 in a month. And I was like, man, I don't even make $10,000 a year. And so glad we met you and Danielle, and obviously the lifestyle that because following you guys, watching you guys have given us, and obviously there's another level right now. So thank you, Keith.
Look forward to it, buddy. Great message, and I appreciate it. Congrats on becoming a father this year. Excited for you guys. Very excited. Look forward to seeing you in Dallas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let me head up to I don't know if I think she's in Florida right now, Connecticut or New York. They got places all over the country. Is Shelly Narain on with us? #1 base shop in the Empire Builders. Always made money, always saved money. Great example. But now you've got duplication going on like I've never seen with recruiting and building. New RVPs out, Mike and Shannon. Talk to us, young lady.
Hi, Keith. Well, this year we did a great job with the base shop this year, and that's all we could control. It's the base shop, our attitude, our activity, and really sold out on these 30 licenses. when promoting an RVP. And I think that's one thing we want to change in our entire career is what you said, because I don't think Mike would have ended up with his 15 by 30,000 if he didn't have good replacement. And that's after replacement. His team that he left us still did 15 by 30,000. And we have Hasif, who is going to end up with 40,000 in income part-time. And he just needs 10 more license to get all his securities license to get promoted. And right under that, we have Dr. Angie, and we have Danny, and we have Karen. We have about 12 firsts that we could promote in the Bay Shop this year, but we're not going to do it unless they get the 30 license as you put together that plan, because we made a lot of mistakes throughout our career, feeling sorry for people, giving them the contract. But this year, we're really going to sell out on that 30 license and get to that 500 by 500. And, you know, the RVPs are doing a great job. Guada should get to 400,000. Frank would definitely, Chaya, all of them doing what they need to do. But we just have to focus on the Bay Shop. If we could get to 200 licenses in the Bay Shop, that's all we need to focus on is recruiting and licensing. And that's all we're going to sell out to is recruiting, licensing. And I know one thing, if you don't prospect nobody, if you don't do no appointments, if you're not going to recruit nobody, you don't have a shot. But if you prospect and recruit and do appointments, you have a shot. And that's all we tell the Bay Shop. If you wake up this morning and you have no appointments, you have no shot of building a business. God bless everyone.
100%. And you didn't make mistakes. It was all a learning process. You figure out what works, what doesn't work, and you're fine tuning. Art Williams calls it developing your management philosophy. And yours has never been brighter than it is right now, Shelly. Thanks for being an awesome example in all forms of your business and your personal life. Let's go out there and kick some butt. As I wrap up, I'm going to take 3 more minutes. I appreciate all the leaders' time. I know we got a bunch of leaders on here that are busy. We got crazy schedules. But what I want to do is just in the next couple minutes is in just wrapping up, I want to share my screen with you if I can. And I'm going to see, hold on one second. I just want to show something to you real quickly. If this thing works here, hold on. Hold on. My wife's here. You want to say something, Mama?
Hi, guys. Happy New Year.
You got to move over so they see you.
Hello. Hey, how are you guys?
Danielle's taking one for the team. She'll be out at the senior leadership meeting with us. She's going to be on stage with me speaking. She doesn't know this, but
I am not.
15 minutes.
No, I'm not.
All right. Thank you. All right. Hey, listen, real quick. I just want to share my screen. I think you guys could see this. And I just want to stretch your thought for a second. You know, if someone else is doing it, you know, we talk about growing numbers. We talk about what it looks like. This is Bay Shops. This is Bay Shops just in the state of Florida, right? But listen to this. This is as of the last 12 months. So if you look at number one is Miguel Illich, 4,600. That means they're averaging almost 400 recruits in the Bay Shop. So we talk about double-digit recruiting, right? We got to stretch our vision. So now if you go all the way down, I just went to the top 40, that's 687. That's 50 recruits a month. Now, if you take this out, there's 100 Bay Shops a month just in the state of Florida that does 50 recruits a month. If you look at premium, averaging over 300,000 at premium. There's a bunch of averaging over 100,000. You got Orville on here, it's 853. If you look at the players here, you got the Narains on here, but watch this. Go all the way down, 500,000. There's 100 Bay Shops each and every month, 100 Bay Shops in Florida, right, for the year that are doing out there, doing anywhere from 50 by 50 a month, which is crazy. And if you look at personal numbers, check this out. This young lady, 68 recruits last month direct, and she's got people on her team, 68 recruits. So when we talk about recruiting one person a week, which is 4 a month, which is 50 for the year, right? There's 100 people a month that recruit 50 people a year. 100 people a month. And so when you look at the premium, personal premium, look at the personal premium in the month of December while people took off. Oh, it's the holidays. It's tough to get to people. This person, number one in Florida, wrote 71,000 of personal premium. You go, oh, that's a mistake. What 51,000, 50,000. Taji with Orville, 44,000. It's all personal production, right? There's 100 people 100 people that wrote 15,000 or more of personal production. So I share that with you, not to piss us off, but for us to realize big is not big. We've got to take it to the next level. We got to focus on the things we can control and stop worrying about all the crap that we can control. So my question is this. What are we going to do this year personally on a different, what's our focus? Ray said, man, he's on expansion. Him and Cal just opened up a new office. Are you playing offense? You playing defense? We talk about directs. I heard the word directs 20 times from the leaders today. The directs means direction. How wide you are, the amount of directs you have will give you the direction of your business. Stop putting shit off that you know is going to grow your business. We got to eliminate that stuff right now. Understand, right? If you want to add $100,000 to your income, you just need to do 10 by 10. Just go get 3 new directs. If you want to add an extra 250 to 500,000 of income, then you just got to grow your business by 30 by 30 more. How do you do that? By getting 10 new directs. If you want to grow to $1 million, if you want to add $1 million, you need 1,000 codes to do that. Or get 30 wide, which will give you 100 by 100. The only things that we should be focused on this year in 2025 is to make our business simpler. If it's not simple, it can't be duplicable. Is what we're doing duplicable? Can people copy what you're doing right now? Is what you're doing consistent? Is your message consistent? Are you totally focused on growing? I heard leaders talk about growing licenses. We've never been more clear on what our intent is to grow licensing. Yes, we've known that for years, okay? We've known that for years, but I've never seen leaders more intent about growing licensing. Recruiting directs. How much wide? The directs will give you the direction and making sure we're focused. So this year, the hierarchy there's no reason as a hierarchy, Empire Builders, we can't go from 500 licenses, 500 RVPs to 1,000 RVPs. The question is, how many of those do you want? How many of the 1,000 RVPs are going to be part of your team, right? I heard Ray say there's no reason we can't go to 100, right? That's double, 50 to 100. That's 10% of the Empire Builders. There's no reason they can't be 15, 20, 25% of the Empire Builders. 1,000 RVPs, right? We've got 12 to 13,000 codes right now. We're going to go to 20,000 codes. How many codes are you going to take out of that? Folks, 2025 is going to be an incredible year. I appreciate all your time. Just want to let you know, man, we are so proud to be in business with you. And I want you to have a happy, healthy, wealthy, and kick-ass 2025. And let's go build an empire. Stay well, man.
Thanks, Keith.